Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Triple H shared a heartfelt tribute on social media ahead of tonight's episode of WWE SmackDown. The company is currently on the road to Royal Rumble 2025 next month in Indianapolis, Indiana. The King of Kings took to social media ahead of this week's edition of the Blue Brand to share a heartfelt message. Tonight's show will be airing live from Pechanga Arena in San Diego, California. The company's chief content officer paid tribute to a deceased security guard who worked at the arena for a long time and noted that he hoped to see him again down the line. Saw this plaque as I walked into the Pechanga Arena SD for #SmackDown. Tony was part of the security team for many years and always made you feel like family. Miss his friendly face every time we come to San Diego. See you down the road, my friend, he wrote. Tiffany Stratton cashed in her money in the bank contract earlier this month to become the new WWE Women's Champion and will be defending the title against Bayley tonight on SmackDown. Solo Sikoa will also be returning to the Blue Brand tonight for the first time since his loss to Roman Reigns in the Tribal Combat match earlier this month on WWE Raw. Former WWE writer criticizes Triple H for self-glorification. Vince Russo recently took Triple H to task for self-glorification on WWE television. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw show, Russo reacted to Triple H opening the Red Brand's debut on Netflix earlier this month. The veteran stated that the game was really into himself and suggested that he was enjoying shoving the company's success in Vince McMahon's face. And let me tell you something, nobody is more into self-glorification than Triple H. I'm sorry, man. He thrives to be the one to open these shows. He thrives in being on all the promos and highlight reels. He eats that stuff up. I swear, every time I see that, I just like, man, you continue to shove your father-in-law's face in this. From 42:11 onwards, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and John Cena have already announced that they will be competing in the Men's Royal Rumble match next month. It will be interesting to see what Triple H and WWE's creative team have in store for fans during the build-up to the premium live event. As the lights dimmed on the WWE SmackDown stage, anticipation filled the air. Fans packed into the arena, their excitement palpable, knowing tonight was going to be a special one. But this wasn't just any regular SmackDown. It was a moment of reflection, a time to honor the legacy of a legend, and a chance for Triple H to share a tribute that would move the hearts of fans and wrestlers alike. The arena buzzed with whispers as the opening video package aired, showcasing the iconic moments of WWE, from unforgettable championships to brutal rivalries. But as the footage faded, there was a shift in the atmosphere. The familiar sounds of Triple H's entrance music echoed through the arena, and the fans erupted in cheers. Triple H, the game-changing force in WWE, the man who had seen and done it all, stood at the top of the ramp, microphone in hand. Tonight, there was no swagger or cocky grin. The usual smirk on his face was replaced with a solemn, respectful expression. He had something important to say. He took a deep breath, the weight of the moment settling in. As he began to speak, his voice was steady but emotional. You know, over the years, I've had the honor and privilege of being part of something extraordinary, Triple H said, his gaze sweeping over the fans who were now hanging on his every word. WWE is more than just a company to us. It's a family, and family means everything. The crowd erupted in applause, knowing where this was headed. This company, this business, has given me everything I've ever dreamed of, and it's given so many of us opportunities we never imagined. I've had the chance to stand across the ring from some of the best in the world, and I've also had the privilege of working with them behind the scenes to build something special for the future. A hush fell over the crowd as they anticipated what was coming next. Triple H's hand rested on his heart. But there's one person, one figure in this company, who has been there from day one, who has truly embodied what WWE is all about. And tonight, we take a moment to pay tribute to him. The audience was already clapping, knowing the man Triple H referred to, The Undertaker, the iconic dead man, who had defined an era, a career, and a legacy unlike any other. Mark Calloway, or as you all know him, The Undertaker, is a name that will live forever in the history of WWE. Triple H continued, his tone becoming more introspective. For over 3 decades, he's been the cornerstone of this company. He's given everything to this business, and in return, this business gave him a legacy. But it wasn't just about the wins, the streak, the championships. It was about the respect, the aura he created, the fear he instilled, and the moments that will never be forgotten. The fans rose to their feet chanting, "Taker! Taker!" The tribute to The Undertaker was something that had been long overdue, and the audience felt the emotion behind every word Triple H spoke. We all know the stories. We've all seen the magic. But let's talk about the man behind the character. Mark Calloway is as real as it gets. The respect he commands, the dedication he's had to this company, and the way he's helped mold this generation of superstars, it's something we can never truly repay. But tonight we honor him. We honor the man who, for so many of us, defined what it means to be a legend. Triple H's voice wavered slightly, but he pushed through. When I think back on the countless battles we've had, inside that ring and outside of it, I can't help but feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude. The Undertaker is not just a friend. He's a brother. We've shared some of the most intense moments in the history of this company. But it's the quiet moments, the moments behind closed doors, that I'll cherish the most. He's shown me what it means to be a true professional. A brief silence filled the arena as the fans let those words sink in. Triple H paused for a moment, seemingly lost in thought before he continued, his voice growing more passionate. "Mark, I don't think I can truly put into words how much you've meant to me, to all of us. But I'll try. Your legacy is beyond just championships or iconic matches. It's about the way you've carried yourself, the way you've helped lead this company, and the way you've inspired all of us to be better, both in and out of the ring. For that, we thank you." The fans' applause grew louder, echoing throughout the arena as a video package began to play. The screen displayed highlights from The Undertaker's legendary career, his streak at WrestleMania, his chilling entrance, his unforgettable matches, and moments shared with Triple H. As the video concluded, Triple H turned to face the stage, taking a step forward. "Tonight we honor you, Mark, and we celebrate the legacy of The Undertaker, a legacy that will never be matched. We will continue to carry your torch, to keep your spirit alive in everything we do here in WWE, because you're not just a part of our history, you are our history." With that, Triple H raised his hand, signaling the crowd to quiet down. He stood there for a moment, reflecting on the journey they had shared, and as the lights dimmed again, the familiar gong of The Undertaker's theme echoed through the arena. The fans went wild as the legendary Deadman made his way to the stage. With his signature coat and hat, The Undertaker stood side by side with Triple H, both men sharing a moment of mutual respect. The two legends stood together, and for a brief moment, it was clear that the business was in good hands. The crowd chanted, "Thank you, Taker," as The Undertaker and Triple H exchanged nods. It was a tribute to a man who had shaped WWE's history, a man who had defined what it meant to be a legend. The Undertaker raised his hand in appreciation, acknowledging the love and admiration from the WWE Universe. "Thank you, Mark," Triple H said, his voice filled with gratitude. "You've given us everything, and now it's our turn to honor you." As the moment of reflection passed, the crowd continued to show their appreciation. The tribute had been everything it needed to be, heartfelt, sincere, and a true celebration of The Undertaker's incredible career. WWE SmackDown had just become more than just a wrestling show. It had become a living tribute to the legends who had paved the way for the future of the business. And tonight, it was The Undertaker who stood at the center of it all, a symbol of what it truly means to be a WWE legend.